Hi guys, welcome back to YouTube. I'm Yubin, and how you been? So for today's video I thought, the world's kind of a mess right now, so to give you a bit of relief, a bit of comic relief and a bit of, calming relief, I thought I'd make a video on how to make rice flour donuts. These are Korean, and I just tried a new recipe. This is my first time making them as well, so you guys can make it too. They're a bit chewier. They're a bit different from normal donuts because they're chewier than the normal donuts you get, which are really light and fluffy, but these ones are chewier because of the rice flour. Sometimes you can get red bean paste in them, which is what we're going to do today because we had some left over from making red bean buns yesterday, so we're going to put red bean paste in them today. But sometimes you can find them just tossed in some sugar, some caster sugar, as soon as you deep fry them, and that's really good as well. Just a bit plainer than if you put red bean paste in it, because obviously it might be a bit difficult to find nowadays. So yeah, and then I also thought I'd start on a drawing for a friend's birthday in May, which is coming up soon, so I thought I'd just get a little head start on that as well. Yeah. Also, if we could just be ever so kind as to ignore Mount Vesuvius just brewing right here. There's nothing I can do about it. Try to cover it up with makeup, but you can still kind of see it. So yeah, let's all be kind and ignore little Mount Vesuvius brewing, okay? Okay. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video on making Korean rice flour donuts, and also my drawing for my friend. Let's go! We're making Korean glutinous rice donuts for the first time. So we have some melted butter, and we're just going to put that in. So in this bowl we have, what do we have? I don't even know what's, by we I mean Darwin's making some, my sister is making some donuts, and I'm just recording. What do we have in this bowl? So we have 50 grams of plain flour, which is half a cup of plain flour, and then we have glutinous rice flour of 250 grams of glutinous rice flour, which is 2 cups, 60 grams of sugar, it can be white or brown, 3 grams of salt, 4 grams of baking powder, 1 gram of baking soda, and 10 grams of butter, or it could be oil or anything. And then we have 150 mils of hot water, which is 2 1/3 cups.
Do I double that?
So okay, we've doubled it. So we have double of everything in this bowl. We're making a lot. And then we're gonna add the water now. Ignore the cucumbers and the leeks. We had Beijing duck earlier. So we've got it in our KitchenAid with the dough hook, and you just want to put it on a low speed. Low speed to begin with, and then you turn it up. Just make sure you don't have flour and rice flour just flying around everywhere. I'm sure you can do this by hand as well, right? Getting super doughy. That's a bit aggressive. Oh my god. Is that okay? want to do it so that everything combines and nothing flies around everywhere. Sorry if you can't really hear me while the machine's very loud. Oh my gosh, it's climbing. Mixing it till the surface is nice and smooth, like a baby's bum. Look how doughy. Do you want to pull it? And that's your mixture. Okay, this looks really disgusting on camera, but this is red bean paste that we made yesterday. Basically just red beans, sugar and water, and you just boil it until it becomes like a paste kind of thing. It really does look really disgusting on camera, but I promise it's really good. It's really nice. So we're gonna make the donuts now. You roll it into a little bowl. You make a little hole, well not a hole, but you make a little indent, like a bowl. And then you add your red bean. Dabin literally just said cut the camera because it's not very good.
I'm trying to know how to do it.
Okay, we'll have a little time lapse of us making them, so see you guys in a bit. Darling, that is awful. Look how much it just made. Look at it. That's awful.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know
Sorry,
how to
I'm baking machine.
salvage it.
I've got red bean all over.
그러니까 조금씩 해야 돼.
Not bad.
이걸 어떻게 사람들이 동글동글하게 하지?
That's not half bad. What is that? That was really anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be more.
That's tasty.
Also, if you don't have red bean at home, you can just have the dough and then coat it in sugar, which we're going to do later. No? No. Darwin says no. She says don't do that. Don't do that.
We won't coat it.
Oh, we won't coat it, sauce, guys. Darwin failed. Because you're actually meant to deep fry them. But then we thought it might be a waste of oil, so then we did a tiny bit of oil. And now my sister is soon realizing that we should have put in a lot of oil because it sticks to the bottom. It'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's rather stressful.
Busy bee, Dublin. Busy bee. Have to keep on flipping. Do you know why? Because you didn't put enough oil. It'll be fine though. And they're meant to be like little round balls, but because we haven't got much oil in it, it's like a little disc instead. You have to keep flipping it. Even with loads of oil in it.
Oh, the oil will float.
So we do.
You can stop.
Exhibit A. Do you want me to help you with flipping?
Yeah, stop filming now.
So that is what you don't want to happen. You don't want these little tears because they're gonna mess up your oil. But what's done is done. They kind of look like hotcakes. Hey, a pretty plate always makes it look better. Oh, and oh my gosh, why do we have such gross things in the household of it? I just looked up at the plate and I saw that's duck fat. We're waiting for it to solidify so we can bin it. This was take one. We have many takes. Take one. Ah, the oil came on me. You want to fry them until they're how dark? Very dark? This is our fail batch. You know, everyone makes mistakes, Dabs. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna change the pan because it's sticking. She's not happy. It's fine, Dabs. Fail. Take two. Yeah, see, that's how it's meant to look, submerged in oil. We love that. Why is it that everything just tastes so much better deep fried? Oh, it's like a little flower. So they do inflate. So when it's hot oil, you muppet. So you basically want them this color. Very, very deep brown. Otherwise, it becomes a bit too doughy. But you want it chewy. And what heat are we doing this on? Like a medium to high?
It's ballooning up again. Look at that. Look how fat.
Look how fat it is. I mean, I'm not fat shaming the donut, but it's a big one. And if you're doing them in a deep fry, you know when they're done because they'll float. But you can also turn them like this. Oh my gosh, we have a mountain of donuts. That just makes me so happy. Darwin, she's such a muppet. She keeps touching it and I'm like, it's hot oil. But those are done. Those are the donuts. Nom, 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 nom. That was making donuts for the first time. Well, rice flour donuts. We always used to get it from the pack, like pre-mixes, and this is the first time making it from scratch. But it turned out really good. It's really good and really crispy. I also got asked to do a video about how to get back into a routine when everything's so chaotic and, you know, hitting the fan. But honestly, I don't think I would have enough things to talk about to fill up a whole video, so I just thought I'd voice it over whilst you guys watch me draw. I guess I am quite lucky that I have a puppy who, you know, always wakes me up every morning to go for a walk, because otherwise she will have an accident in the house and that's just not nice to clean up in the morning. So to avoid that at all costs, I always wake up earlier to make sure she gets her morning walk. But not only that, my sister and my brother-in-law also need to be up early for work, even though they are working from home. So that just kind of helps me get up at an earlier time as well, because the whole household is up quite early. But you know, in this crisis, what really even is early? But I just thought I could maybe share some tips and some things that I might do if I wanted to get up a little bit earlier. So I would say the first thing I would do is probably set maybe 3 or 4 alarms before the actual time you want to get up. So even for me, I have 4 alarms before 9, which is the time I usually go for my walk. I have one at 7, 7:30, 8, then 8:30, and by that time I'm usually awake. And I've also found that doing that actually helps me get up better at a set time, because, you know, who doesn't love the power of turning off the alarm several times? The power of turning off the alarm is so great, so great. But with great power comes great responsibility. And my second tip would probably be having something set in the morning, whether that be doing exercise or having breakfast or even cleaning. It really doesn't matter. Now, I'm not saying I'm any saint, because I definitely don't abide by those rules all the time, and sometimes my days are spent, you know, just staring at my phone or literally just staring into air mindlessly, blankly, literally. And then I think my third tip would be maybe pick up a new hobby. You know, you can learn to sing, maybe learn to dance. There are so many videos on YouTube nowadays. You could even learn a new instrument or even some drawing. You know, you don't need expensive stuff to draw. You just need a pencil and some paper, right? And my last tip, guys, would be do something that makes you feel good, whether that be putting on makeup, putting on new clothes that aren't your pajamas, like gym clothes or going out clothes, because I found that getting out of my pajamas makes me feel a lot more productive and a lot more willing to do something throughout the day. Guys, it is so important to eat well as well during this time. I know it's really tempting with all the junk food, and I'm not saying stop eating the junk food, because we all have those days, we all need those days, especially during this time, but you also need to eat well, okay? Eat well, people. So guys, those were my tips, and I really hope they help you in getting your routine back to normal. Also, my friend had the idea of having a Korean word of the day, and I've decided to nickname it Kwot, you know, like Korean word of the day. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, for today's word, I thought we'd start off nice and simple with a greeting. Hello, you know? So hello in Korean is 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. and that's the formal version. And then if you were talking with your friends, you would say 안녕. And also, thank you so much guys for joining me on this video and watching. Oh my god. Thank you so much guys for Thank you so much guys for joining me on this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make rice flour donuts for the first time, even though we did mess up the first batch, but technically it was my sister's, so actually not my fault. Yeah, but I also hope, really hope you guys get a chance to make them at home, because they were literally my childhood growing up and they're so good. Yeah, and I also hope you enjoyed watching me draw a bit, even though it was just a little bit. I'll also be uploading weekly videos, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to YubeTube, and I'll be back soon, maybe on next Friday or Monday, but we'll see how that all works out. So you know what's coming. This was YubeTube, and bye for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.